ter me salvado. Hoje eu tô treinando com o meu ídolo número 1 no esporte, que é o Alex Pereira. Meu jogo 90% é baseado em tudo que ele faz, mesmo eu com algumas habilidades plásticas diferentes, mas a minha intenção é 100% o Alex. Quero parabenizar vocês aqui, né, por estar treinando com o Alex também, sempre foi um sonho meu, então que vocês possam aproveitar aí. Agradecer ao Plínio em especial pela oportunidade de estar aqui, galera. Sou muito fã do trabalho de vocês. Muito obrigado pela oportunidade.
I want to thank Jesus Christ that saved his life. He's had the opportunity now to train with his idol, Alex Pereira. His game is based on Alex. That's the way to go. Let's wrap it up here. Manter naquela distância e o cara começa a jogar as mãos para não apanhar e não vai te bater. Aí o cara começa a se cansar, isso vai pegar o cara.
Começa a jogar, o cara vai jogar, apanhar.
Começa a jogar para cima depois.
Furthermore, Alvarez suggests that Gaethje's greatest path to victory lies in a return to his roots, unleashing devastating calf and leg kicks to break down Topuria's boxing-heavy, forward-leaning stance. Boo in the training shifts and coach mindsets. As the countdown ticks away, Justin Gaethje has dramatically shifted his training into overdrive. His current camp is focusing on an incredibly high-intensity phase, designed to optimize his cardio, enhance his durability, and maximize his explosive finishing capabilities. Gaethje's head coach views this fight as the ultimate tactical puzzle. He acknowledged that the media and fans are currently treating Topuria like an invincible, mythical superhero. However, the coaching staff remains entirely unfazed, emphasizing that every human being possesses holes in their game. The camp embraces the reality of entering the contest as the betting underdog. Gaethje's coach noted that preparing to dismantle an unbeatable fighter is precisely the type of monumental challenge that fuels their competitive fire and sharpens their collective focus. Also, the ultimate resume, a historic run. Topuria's confidence is further bolstered by a recent string of victories that sounds like something out of a video game. He has put together a consecutive knockout streak against absolute legends of the sport, including 1 point, Alexander Volkanovski, one of the greatest featherweights in MMA history. 2, Max Holloway, a legendary durable featherweight icon. 3, Charles Oliveira, the submission king and former lightweight champion. Topuria openly admits that looking back at this historic run feels entirely surreal. To be able to knock out Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Charles, and now potentially Justin, it's just crazy. I respect them so much as great athletes who have achieved incredible things, but I know what I am capable of.
Michael Jackson ou Piseiro, o que é melhor?
Depende do momento.
Depende do momento.
Touch me, so it's wrong, right? So I need to respect his yellow zone. Then we have a red zone. We can touch each other. Okay, we can punch, we can kick, we can knee. Okay. Inside the red zone, then we're gonna have the distance that we already know, like long distance, middle distance, short distance. Okay. But we're not gonna work this today. So what I want here now, I'm gonna keep my yellow, and he will try to reset sometimes. He will try to come close sometimes. So I don't let him come close. I don't let him reset.
Dentro do que o Felipe falou, a nossa distância e é uma distância, né? ou a média distância. É aquela distância que nós mentalizamos, onde nós não encostamos nele ainda, temos que avançar um pouquinho. Esse avanço pode ser feito apenas no detalhe do calcanhar lá, ó. Estou na distância aqui, ó. Se eu só jogar o braço, eu não alcanço. Se eu der um giro no meu quadril aqui, ó, eu consigo tocar ele. Quando eu vou jogar os golpes em mão de frente. Quando eu vou jogar a combinação com o golpe na mesma distância, na distância amarela, eu joguei aqui, vou jogar a mão de trás.
Even his elite training partners, such as bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili, have spoken out about the sheer terror of sharing a mat with Topuria. Dvalishvili admitted that he actively dislikes sparring or wrestling intensely with Topuria because the damage risk is simply too high. Merab hilariously noted that Ilya and his brother Alexandre look like they are legitimately trying to kill each other during training sessions, making a safe, casual sparring round with Topuria practically impossible.
Falei, hoje é só Cavaleiro de Ouro, hoje é só Cavaleiro de Ouro, bronze volume, bronze volume.
Em pleno sábado.
Also expert predictions. Rogan and Mighty Mouse weigh in. The combat sports world's most respected minds have thrown their analytical weight behind this matchup. Joe Rogan
recently lauded Topuria as a once-in-a-generation freak of nature.
Welcome back, MMA enthusiasts, to what might just be the most analytical and comprehensive breakdown of the year. Today we are diving deep into an absolute blockbuster of a matchup, a collision course that has the entire combat sports community on the edge of its seat. We are talking about the reigning force, Ilia Topuria, preparing to lock horns with the human highlight reel himself, Justin Gaethje, for a highly anticipated mega showdown at the historic UFC White House event. This isn't just any regular title fight. This is a legacy-defining battle where devastating power meets flawless technical precision. In this breakdown, we will unpack Topuria's intense preparation alongside elite champions, the chaotic pre-fight drama that nearly triggered a brawl, and the technical blueprints laid out by MMA legends and analysts like Eddie Alvarez, Demetrius Johnson, and Joe Rogan. Grab your popcorn, because we are diving straight into the mindsets and training camps of these two absolute warriors.
For sure you're gonna go to sleep. I knew like what I was able to do in the trainings. I was knocking out everyone in the training sessions. They used to bring a lot of boxers in the trainings, different type of fighters, and I used to knock them out. And I was like, if I'm able to knock out a boxer who dedicates his whole life to only boxing, why I wouldn't be able to knock out someone in MMA? Because I have that power. I realized that I have something in my hands that if I touch you, for sure you're gonna go to sleep. And I saw that so many times that why I would doubt it myself. Once you connect a punch, you know if you're gonna knock him out or not.
You feel it?
You feel it. You feel it. You're like, pow! It's like, bro, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Sorry, brother.
The Alliance. Topuria joins forces with Potan. In a fascinating turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the MMA community, Ilya Topuria has integrated himself into the inner circle of the reigning UFC light heavyweight king, Alex "Potan" Pereira. Topuria has joined forces with Pereira's camp, sharpening his tools and focusing heavily on elite striking dynamics ahead of his date with Gaethje. Currently, Topuria is reported to be in absolute peak condition, completely locked into a grueling preparation phase. Observers from his camp note that his pad work sessions have reached a scary level of intensity. He is systematically tuning his timing, maximizing his kinetic power, and sharpening his target accuracy. By collaborating with a kickboxing powerhouse like Pereira, Topuria is meticulously polishing his stand-up arsenal to ensure he has a lethal response to whatever chaos Gaethje brings into the octagon. Bremsa's Conference Mayhem, standing up for a brother. The mutual respect between Ilya Topuria and Alex Pereira runs incredibly deep, a bond that was publicly solidified during a volatile pre-fight press conference. Tensions boiled over when a regional fighter and instigator, Josh Hokett, began launching highly disrespectful verbal attacks at the light heavyweight champion. Hokett hurled explicit, provocative insults, mockingly stating, "You will know the day, you will know the hour. I'm going to give Pereira a golden shower. I'm not just going to win, I'm going to piss on him," Komsul Lane. As the crowd erupted into a mix of laughter and cheers, Hokit continued his verbal onslaught, targeting Pereira's inability to speak fluent English and going as far as to hurl insults at Pereira's mother, shouting, "I'm going to Shama on your mama, Komsul Lane."
From Justin, how can you possibly prepare for someone where a lot of their opponents just don't look the same after fighting Justin?
Listen, one thing I know for a fact is that he never fought with someone like me. And the only thing that I want from Justin is to him to show up in the event, and I'm gonna do the rest, you know?
While Pereira maintained his trademark stoic composure, Topuria refused to sit idly by. The featherweight king stepped up immediately, violently escalating his verbal defense of his training partner and confronting Hokit directly. Reflecting on the incident, Topuria later revealed that the blatant disrespect toward Alex's family triggered an intense, visceral anger within him.
That was light. Come on, you're good.
I'm like scared to hit him because I know he's gonna hit him harder.
The situation deteriorated so rapidly that it nearly broke out into an all-out physical brawl on stage, with Topuria claiming that security personnel had to aggressively intervene to separate the camps. Topuria confidently noted that had security not stepped in, the altercation would have ended disastrously for Hokit's side.
Alex, Max, and Charles, back to back.
Yeah.
They're all going in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Every single one of those fighters.
Loves. I have so much respect for them. So much.
But you stopped them all with a knockout.
Yeah.
Does that not feel
crazy, right? It is, to be honest. Why I would lie you? Like, I don't want to lie you. It is. And now Justin Gaethje. To be able to knock out Walt, Max Holloway, Charles, and Justin, it's just crazy. Like, I respect them like so much. Great athletes. They have done so many great things.
Look at what Volk's done after you.
While Pereira and Gaethje react to the drama, Alex Pereira later addressed the chaotic incident, expressing immense gratitude for Topuria's fierce loyalty. Pereira explained that Topuria witnessed the disrespect and felt compelled to act, especially after Hokit crossed the line regarding family. Pereira took a swipe at Hokit's character, labeling him a troubled, deeply disrespectful individual who likely struggles with his own family relationships due to his toxic attitude. Conversely, Justin Gaethje viewed the altercation through a different psychological lens. While Gaethje admitted that he also possesses a fiercely protective nature when it comes to defending his friends, he argued that Topuria allowed his emotions to temporarily take control.
Número 1 no esporte, que é o Alex Potan. Meu jogo 90% é baseado em tudo que ele faz, mesmo eu com algumas habilidades plásticas diferentes, mas a minha intenção é 100% o Alex. Quero parabenizar vocês aqui, né, por estar treinando com o Alex também, sempre foi um sonho meu, então que vocês possam aproveitar aí. Quero agradecer ao Plínio especial pela oportunidade de estar aqui, galera. Sou muito fã do trabalho de vocês. Muito obrigado pela oportunidade.
Here when I take Jesus Christ that saved his life, he's had the opportunity now to train with his idol, Alex Pereira. His game is based on Alex. That's the way to go. Let's wrap it up here. Manter naquela distância e o cara começa a jogar as mãos para não apanhar e não vai te bater. Aí o cara começa a se cansar, isso vai pegar o cara.
Começa a jogar, o cara pra apanhar.
Mas quando você começa a jogar para cima e você fica no controle. Aí o round acabou. Eles estão comendo um, mas o cara jogou 10, 4 jogou 3. O segundo round vai começar a cansar. Aí você começa a construir. Aí o nível do cara passa subindo.
According to Gaethje, losing your composure in the face of cheap provocation is a tactical error, as it hands a psychological advantage to your adversary before the cage door even closes. All's the myth of invincibility, Topuria's boxing masterclass. Topuria's supreme confidence isn't just pre-fight theater, it is forged in the fires of his sparring sessions. The champion recently reflected on his training camps, revealing a fascinating insight into his striking development. His coaches routinely brought in highly accomplished, lifelong professional boxers to push him in sparring. Remarkably, Topuria claims he was consistently putting these specialized boxers to sleep. He noted that if he could cleanly knock out athletes who have dedicated 100% of their lives exclusively to the sweet science of boxing, doing the same to mixed martial arts fighters should be a foregone conclusion. Topuria explained the phenomenon in his own words. "I realize that I have something in my hands that if I touch you, for sure you're going to go to sleep. Once you connect the punch, you know if you're going to knock him out or not. You feel it. It's like pow, and then it's like bro, I'm sorry. Sorry, brother." This terrifying one-punch fight-ending power has become the cornerstone of Topuria's psychological warfare, leaving him with zero doubts regarding his ability to put Gaethje away early.
From Spain, Ilia Topuria.
Yeah, I really like Topuria.
He's what David Goggins calls uncommon amongst uncommon men.
Want some more coffee?
No, thank you. I'm good, thank you. He's a freak. I mean, he's just incredibly talented. Like weirdly talented. Like his last 3 fights, he knocked out 3 all-time greats.
Holloway.
Yeah, Holloway, Alexander, and Charles Oliveira. So that's crazy. Volkanovski, who's like one of the greatest featherweights of all time, knocked him out. Knocked out Max Holloway, another one of the greatest featherweights of all time.
Right.
And then Charles Oliveira, one of the greatest lightweights of all time.
Amazing.
He knocks out 3 guys in 3 fights. There's no one has a resume like that.
And he's not like, as I understand, he was a Greco-Roman guy.
Right,
and he became a boxer later on.
Eddie Alvarez's insider analysis. Former lightweight champion Eddie Alvarez believes this matchup is vastly more competitive and unpredictable than the general public realizes. Alvarez pointed out that anyone writing Gaethje off is making a massive mistake. Alvarez recalled watching a video clip of Ilya's brother, Alexandre Topuria, meticulously mapping out the tactical blueprint required to dismantle Gaethje. Alvarez confessed that the strategy was chillingly accurate, mirroring the exact difficulties he faced when formulating a game plan against Gaethje during his own career. To beat a pressure cooker like Gaethje, you cannot just casually spar, you have to embrace chaotic, high-risk pocket firefights. However, Alvarez identified a critical technical flaw in Gaethje's defensive habits that could prove fatal against Topuria. But in the hardcover blindness, Gaethje has a tendency to employ a tight double forearm guard, hard cover, and momentarily look away or drop his eyes during violent exchanges.
You know, the unbeatable, superhero. He's a great fighter. But everybody's human, and I definitely see some holes in his game. Obviously, they're saying the same thing. They're going to see holes in our game, and we're making our adjustments, and I'm sure they're going to make adjustments for fighting a guy like Justin. But I love these type of opportunities. These are Justin's always I wouldn't say always, but a lot of the time an underdog, and I love the unbeatable guys. Those are the ones that just make me really.
Topuria's perfect posture. In stark contrast, Topuria maintains pristine posture and never breaks eye contact with his target, keeping his vision locked to find the perfect knockout opening. Alvarez emphasizes that Gaethje absolutely cannot afford to play passive defense or try to outmaneuver Topuria. He must stand his ground, throw caution to the wind, and fire back in the pocket.